Think about the last time you ran out of something at home. Milk, bread, something for dinner. Maybe it was a Sunday afternoon. Maybe it was raining. Maybe you were tired after a long week and the absolute last thing you wanted to do was get in a car, find parking, walk through a supermarket, stand in a queue and drive home. So you picked up your phone, you opened up an app, you ordered what you needed, and 60 minutes later, someone knocked on your door. That moment, that ordinary, remarkable, taken for granted moment did not exist 5 years ago in South Africa. Not properly, not reliably, not affordably, not at that speed. Sixty60 built that, and in building it, they did not just create a delivery service. They changed the relationship between South Africans and their grocery shopping permanently in a way that cannot be undone. And the story of how it happened, who built it, when they built it, and why it worked when everyone else failed is one of the most remarkable technology stories this country has ever produced, and almost nobody knows the full version. Sixty60 was launched in November 2019, just months before the COVID-19 pandemic arrived in South Africa, just months before the government announced one of the most strictest lockdown in the world. Now, I want to be fair here. Nobody planned this. Nobody sat in a boardroom and said, let us launch a grocery delivery app 4 months before a global pandemic forces everyone to stay at home. The timing was not genius. It was a combination of preparation, meeting a moment that nobody saw coming. But here's what makes the timing remarkable. When the lockdown hit in March 2020, Sixty60 was already available in selected locations such as Sandton, Johannesburg, and Cape Town. The infrastructure existed, the app worked, the system was already running. Think about what that means in real life. Millions of South Africans were stuck at home, genuinely worried about going to shops with children to feed and households to run. And there was an app, an already working, already tested app that let them order groceries and have them delivered to their door.
That its Sixty60 business has grown in leaps and bounds, making sales of close on 19 billion rand in the period under review.
The people who tried it during the lockdown had a good experience, and people who have a good experience do not go back to the old way. Their habit is formed, and habits once formed around something genuinely convenient are almost impossible to break. But here is what I really want you to understand, because the lockdown explains why people tried it. It does not explain why people stayed. It does not explain why in a country where load shedding and power cuts were the economy that was under enormous pressures, where everyone was counting every rand, people kept ordering. People chose Sixty60 even when they did not have to. That is the part of the story that actually matters, and that is what we are going into right now. Subscribe by hitting the subscribe button below. Watch other videos on my channel. They explore the same business stories, and they are there basically to motivate you as a South African citizen to say, hey, one day you could start your own business empire that operates in South Africa. So subscribe to the channel, but let's keep going into how Sixty60 changed South Africa in many ways. I have a theory about why Sixty60 worked where so many other delivery services failed. Most delivery services are built around delivery. The product is the courier. The experience is about getting something from one place to another as fast as possible. The food, the product, the grocery, that is almost secondary. Sixty60 built around the shop. It is Checkers. You are shopping at Checkers. You are getting Checkers prices. The extra savings card works. The promotions apply. The fresh produce is the same fresh produce you would pick up yourself. You are not paying a premium for a privilege of getting a different, inferior product delivered to your door. And the 60-minute promise, not 2 hours, not the next day, but 60 minutes, because your life does not wait, because you need the milk now, not tomorrow. But 60 minutes means this is actually useful in a way that actually lives in modern South African lives. The store footprint serving Sixty60 grew from about 300 stores in 2022 to more than 875 in late 2025. Every time a new store joined the platform, more more South Africans could access it, the service got cheaper to more people, the delivery radius tightened, the 60 minutes promise became more achievable for more households. And then ShopRite made a move that I think was one of the smartest decisions in South African retail in years. They expanded their platforms beyond Checkers to ShopRite stores, reaching lower income consumers for the first time, because Checkers is a made to premium grocery store. Beautiful stores, great produce, but not where every South African shop. ShopRite is where everyone shops. By putting ShopRite on Sixty60 platform, they were not just expanding their service, they were democratizing it. They were saying this convenience is not just for the people in Sandton, this is for everyone. That single decision expanded the potential market for Sixty60 by millions of households, and it is the kind of move that looks obvious in hindsight, but requires real courage and real vision to make in the moment. Pick n Pay has ASAP, Woolworths has Dash, Spar has Spar U2. All of them good companies, all of them with real money and real resources. All of them launched their own rapid delivery services. None of them came close. In 52 weeks in June 2025, Sixty60 sales rose 48% year on year, while other competition grew even more slower. Why? Because Sixty60 had something that others could not easily buy. They had been running for almost 2 years before anyone else launched a serious competitor. 2 years of learning which suburbs order the most. 2 years of figuring out to route pickers efficiently through stores. 2 years of understanding what South Africans actually want from a grocery delivery service. You cannot